When we think of intuition, we usually think of this: someone grabbing their stomach in a crowded room because of a sudden, visceral jolt. It's the classic gut feeling warning us of immediate danger. Because we treat this physical reaction as the only valid form of intuition, many walk away believing they simply lack a sixth sense. They assume that if their stomach doesn't drop, they aren't receiving a signal. But the astrological perspective suggests a different framework. That single gut feeling node actually splits into 12 distinct frequencies. Your intuition is a specialized tool, calibrated to the unique traits of your zodiac sign. The problem is one of translation. If you are waiting for a physical stomach drop while your sign communicates through subtle visual patterns or spoken words, the message is going to sail right past you. To access your innate perceptive power, you must move past the expectation of a generic warning. Instead, you need to identify which of the 4 distinct astrological modalities of perception you naturally belong to. The first modality operates in the material world. We call them the visceral instigators: Aries, Taurus, and Capricorn. These signs process information through physical sensation and a sharp awareness of timing. For Aries, this manifests as a primal instinct to act before a threat even arrives, an echo of their past lives as protectors. Taurus registers intuition through touch and sound, sensing a disruption in their physical environment the same way their ancestors might have sensed a change in a sacred garden. Capricorn applies this physical awareness to the long game. They sense the trajectory of a project or a career path, knowing exactly when to act based on a refined sense of timing developed as ancient strategists. This matrix shows the second group, the pattern decoders. For Gemini, Virgo, Libra, and Aquarius, intuition functions through the mental and environmental details surrounding them. Gemini and Virgo absorb energy through conversations and small shifts in routine. They spot messages in words and symbols that others ignore, a skill rooted in their histories as messengers and scribes, where chaotic information was organized into neat patterns. Libra reads the balance of a room. They sense the weight of a silent glance or a subtle change in someone's tone, using an internal social compass forged in their past lives as diplomats and peacekeepers. Aquarius operates on a different timeline altogether. Their intuition often arrives as a sudden intellectual flash regarding collective shifts and trends before they actually happen, a trait carried over from their lives as inventors and rebels. For the instigators and the decoders, intuition is the subconscious processing of physical and environmental inputs at a speed the conscious mind can't always track. The third modality operates like ink in water. The deep empaths, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, process information by absorbing the unseen emotional wavelengths around them. Cancer functions as an emotional sponge, picking up on unexpressed moods and lingering memories in a space, a reflex born from their roles as caretakers and oracles. Scorpio possesses a more piercing variation, an emotional X-ray vision. They detect lies and secrets by sensing the energy behind a person's words, a gift forged in their previous lives as alchemists and mediums. Pisces holds a deeply mystical frequency. Their perception arrives through dreams, art, and a sense of connection to other times and lives, drawing on their history as shamans and spiritual guides. The final modality relies on a different source of information. The creative visionaries, Leo and Sagittarius, receive their intuition through sudden inspiration and a drive toward the truth. Leo receives internal signals that tell them exactly when to take the lead or speak up. Sagittarius experiences intuition as a philosophical pull, an inner nudge that physically drives them toward new experiences and travel. These visionary traits mirror the roles they held centuries ago as ancient leaders, sun worshippers, and truth-seeking prophets. For the empaths and the visionaries, intuition bypasses logic. They rely on feelings and sudden inspirations that don't need immediate proof to be valid. Simply identifying your modality is the first step. However, even the strongest intuitive signal can be blocked if you don't have the right habits in place to receive it. To make raw intuition useful, pair it with a specific boundary. Aries adds impulse control to separate instinct from whim. Cancer develops emotional shields against external anxiety. Libra stops people-pleasing for clarity, and Pisces grounds ethereal dreams into reality to make insights actionable. This alignment represents the final goal, Star-guided insight is most effective when your daily logic reflects the specific natural strengths and past life history of your sign. To learn more about your sign's hidden strengths and map out your astrological journey, follow Zodiac reads and begin exploring the gifts written in your stars.